Yo, what's happening, Raider Nation? It's your boy Soto here. You know what it is. Raiders versus the world, talking about the team that the world loves to hate, your Las Vegas Raiders. All right. A lot of new things happening this year, okay? And Pete Carroll is one of them. What do we know about Pete Carroll? He likes to play strong ball hawk defense, and he likes to run the ball and be the bully to the opposing defense. But before we get to that, I want to make sure everyone please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It's free, and it's the absolute bare minimum you can do to help this channel besides doing absolutely nothing. If you're watching this, go ahead and hit subscribe, man. It'll really help us out. All right, let's get to it. All right, Pete Carroll has a history of two things in wherever he goes, all right? You're going to play strong defense, and you're going to have a strong running game. That's kind of like the constant with Pete Carroll. So whoever he gets to come in and help him do that, he wants to make sure that he gets that out of his team. Brings in Chip Kelly. What do you know about Chip Kelly? Chip Kelly is about the run game as well. You know, all the flashy numbers and all this stuff. Yeah, that's great. He's all about the run game, okay? Last season, he had 2,000-yard rushers, okay, at Ohio State. So he does want to run the ball. There just happens to be a player that kind of fits the mold of what was successful for Pete Carroll in the past, and a player that's familiar with offensive coordinator Chip Kelly's system. And that player is Quinshon Judkins from Ohio State. Okay, let's just break it down. Why Judkins is like the perfect fit for the silver and black. He can like channel beast mode 2.0, okay? He can be that, and we've already seen him thrive in a Chip Kelly offense. So look, last year at Ohio State, Judkins like split time with Henderson, okay? He still had over 1,000 yards and 14 touchdowns. He can thrive in this Chip Kelly offense. We've already seen it before. The Raiders need something like this bad, okay? Judkins had 5.5 yards a carry last season. Like we said, 14 touchdowns. The Raiders had the worst run offense in the league last year, and it wasn't all the offensive line, because we saw a couple of guys come in, like Sincere McCormick and Amir Abdullah, come in a little bit later, who were a little bit more shifty, had a little bit more patience and a little bit better vision, and they were able to do pretty well when they were in there. There's going to be upgrading offensive line. We know that. We know that Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly are going to go in there and say, look, we need offensive linemen as an upgrade to what we have currently. You also need an upgrade at the running back position. Judkins can be that. During the combine, Judkins actually met with the Raiders, and from what reports say, Judkins was like gushing, praising Chip Kelly's offense on how Chip Kelly was able to put Judkins in like a premier position to be successful almost every single time. These two guys get along really well, and even better, they get along well in between the lines on the football field. So it's really easy for me to say, oh yeah, Judkins, he's like beast mode 2.0. Well, let's take a little deeper dive into that, right? Okay, Marshawn Lynch, coming out of college, 5'11", 215. Nice size for a running back, bruiser running back, right? Judkins is 6 foot 220. Bigger, thicker, just built to be a punisher. And as far as their play style goes, these guys are pretty much the same guy. So on the Beast Quake run, right, in the playoffs that Marshawn Lynch had, he broke 9 tackles. Judkins broke 197 tackles in college. Both these dudes hit defenders like they owe them money, okay? And both these guys have like relentless aggression. Beast mode would always drag guys for extra yards. Judkins would just bounce off of dudes. He's got like elite contact balance. You need to drag him to the ground. Just hitting him is not enough. These guys, like Pete Carroll, has to be drooling over a guy like Judkins to be in this draft. Like, dude, this is like a beast mode 2.0. Okay, so they're the same size, right? They have similar running styles. Let's take a look at the numbers, okay? Marshawn Lynch, in the combine, he ran a 4.46 40, 35.5-inch vertical, not bad, 10 foot 5-inch broad jump. That shows speed, explosion, all that stuff, right? So at 215 pounds, that's really good. Well, here's Judkins' numbers, okay? He ran a 4.48 40, pretty much the same thing, right? 38.5-inch vertical, so three more inches, even though he's 10 pounds heavier, and an 11-foot broad jump. So more than 6 inches more on the broad jump. That shows a more explosion in the lower body from Judkins, even though he's the bigger back. Like, you're talking like modern NFL dynamite. If you could be that big, that fast, and that explosive, whew, that's like the triple threat combo. Like where Marshawn Lynch like hit the second level after the initial run, Judkins is like showing from his explosion, from his testing, he's going to bust right through that for even bigger plays. I can't sit here and tell you that Quinshon Judkins is going to be better than Marshawn Lynch. I can't tell you that. But their measurables are so close, and every time you see a measurable there, besides a .02 on the 40-yard dash, which is almost nothing, everything advantage goes to Judkins. The Raiders couldn't run to save their lives last year. Maybe if they had a little better running game, they would have had a little better offense. I mean, there's no maybes. If they had a better running game, they would have had a better offense. Like, bottom line. Judkins could be that guy. He's that punisher at the end of games, but he's also that guy that can get you yards and big plays in the beginning of games as well. You're talking about a highly productive back. In college, Judkins was like 3,800 yards, 5.8 yards per carry. So despite his size, he was still an explosive back. And he's not just power either. The one knock on Marshawn Lynch coming out of Cal was that he really didn't catch the ball very well. That's not the case with Judkins, okay? Judkins in 69 targets had an 85% catch rate. That's pretty good, man. That shows 3-down versatility coming out of college, like coming out of the package into his rookie season. He shows 3-down ability at that size, at that speed, at that explosion. Pete Carrol is going to address the offensive line. He's going to get beefier, bigger, road grading guys. He wants bullies, right? Well, you need to have a bully back too. And Judkins is exactly that. Marshawn Lynch was like Pete Carroll's like heartbeat, right? That was the heartbeat of the team, was Marshawn Lynch running the ball. Like Beast Mode had over 10,000 yards in his career rushing, right? Judkins has almost 2,400 yards in college after contact. This guy's a beast, man. He could be Beast Mode 2.0. Just picture this, okay? Close your eyes and picture this, all right? Listen to my voice. 4th and goal, end of the game, time's running down, give the ball to Judkins, shrugs off a couple tackles, drags another guy in for 6. It's like bringing Beastquake to Vegas. This man is like a carbon copy, but just upgraded. A little bit bigger, a little bit more explosive, has some tools that Marshawn Lynch was able to get later in his career. Coming out of college, he has these tools. Those tools are going to serve him much better in this type of offense and in the modern NFL that throws a little bit more than when Marshawn Lynch came out of college. All right, guys, what do you think, man? I'm really hyped up about Quinshon Judkins as a potential Raider. He would be a day 2 steal, I think. There's a lot of good backs in this class. I'm talking about maybe a good 20 backs that can start in the NFL. There's a lot of good running backs. But the fact that Judkins is so close in almost every measurable to somebody that really was the epitome of how Pete Carroll wanted to play offense, and he just happens to be a guy that excelled in the offense of your new offensive coordinator. It just makes a lot of sense, man. What do you think? Can Quinshon Judkins be the Beast Mode 2.0 for the Las Vegas Raiders? Let me know in the comments below, man. Appreciate your time, guys. Thank you very much. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching this video, please subscribe. It really helps us out a lot. Like, comment, let me know what you think down below. Until next time, everybody. Peace. Hey, Raider Nation. Thanks for watching. There's plenty more where that came from. Go ahead and smash that like button. Drop a comment. Make sure to subscribe and share to all your socials. It's the bare minimum you can do without doing absolutely nothing.